What's up, guys? The Natty Bros here. Today we're going to be talking about Devon Larratt versus Genadi Kvikvinia happening in Tbilisi, Georgia. East versus West 16 coming up. I think it's less than a month now.
It's close, and this is definitely one of the most interesting cards. There are some great matches. We've talked about a couple of them, but this is definitely one of the biggest rematches in a while. Devon and Gennady, we did a poll on our YouTube channel, got around 1,200 votes. The votes are in. Devon Larratt, 89%. Gennady, 11. Some simple math right there. But I agree with the poll. I think Devon is going to come in strong. He's looking crazy. Devon's going to annihilate him. He's not the kind to make the same mistake twice. He is coming in with a game plan. He's not going to mess around. He made way too many mistakes. He underestimated Gennady, and you cannot underestimate him. Devon's coming in possibly the heaviest he's ever been at the leanest. Like last time he was 290 against Michael Todd. That's the heaviest we've seen him, and he looked bloated. He looked scary. He looked big, but this time he might be as heavier, if not heavier, but leaner too, and that's terrifying to see.
Yeah, and Devon talked about the match after it happened. He started training his inside game again because he was all outside, and that doesn't work great against Gennady because Gennady has a great flop wrist press and he's super strong and explosive. So
Yeah.
most of the match, Devon was inside against Gennady, and he looked very dominant in the first
He
few rounds,
did.
but you noticed he just gassed out. He looked old. He just did not look great. And Gennady outlasted him, and Gennady beat him. But that look
Yeah.
on Devon's face after he lost,
He was pissed.
like he like you could tell he was going to lock in and make sure that never happened again. So while I do think that Devon's going to come in prepared, I don't think you can underestimate Gennady in this. I
No.
know he has been dealing with an injury. He didn't look great against Michael, but Michael's also been doing amazing too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the great determiner. But I think Gennady, if he's continuing to heal up, he knows how to beat Devon. So he's also going to be making adjustments. So I don't think 90 to 10 is probably the most accurate what the betting odds would be. I'd say
No.
maybe
No.
7 to 3, like Devon 7 and Gennady 3. I think that's probably more betting round. But Devon's so popular, so everyone's going to just click him to
Yeah.
vote for him.
I think either way it's going to be a war. Like I don't know if Devon can flash Gennady like 3 times. I'm going to lose my mind. I will be very surprised. I think like the later rounds he might flash him, but at the beginning I think it's going to be a war. I'm curious to see if Devon's going to be brave enough to like just go straight inside off of round one. I'm very curious. I have no idea where this match is going to go. Is it going to be a king's move versus flop? Is it going to be inside inside? Like we have no idea what's going to happen.
They all can do all of the moves.
They can. They're both
Very
two of the
versatile.
most like versatile arm wrestlers. Like a lot of guys in super heavyweights can't do more than like one thing.
Yeah.
A lot of guys just do one thing, and now people are learning that. We see more people like all of the top rollers are learning flop
Like
wrist.
Dave Chafee.
Hermes, Dave, Vitali,
Valley.
Levon, all of them have been pressing, and then the people who've only have one move have been kind of suffering a little bit. So it's been interesting to see that there's a lot more versatility
Yeah.
coming because Devin was just doing top roll pretty much, and now he's like, I was wrong. I have to do inside like I used to still.
Yeah,
So it's
and
interesting
one
to
thing to
see.
consider is this is Devon's first match back in the super heavyweights.
Hmm.
He's been pulling in the 115 category for a bit, so we actually don't even know how good he's going to be. His last was Levon, right? That was the last super heavyweight match he had.
I think I don't
He
know.
beat Hermes, and then he went against
He
Levon.
lost
He
Levon.
said he broke his back, and then I think that's why he decided to
Take a step
give
back.
up
Yeah.
on super heavyweight. And I thought it was going to be forever. But then he won the 115, beat Oleg. He beat Leonidas Lefty.
Hmm.
He had another 115 match, did he? I know that's Chance Shaw.
Chance
That was
Shaw.
a joke match. I don't even know why that happened.
Yeah.
Um,
He had a couple different
so
matches.
he like
Oleg. Wait, did you
yeah,
say?
I said
Yeah, yeah,
Oleg Petrenko.
yeah.
He won the 115, and then he hasn't done anything serious really
Yeah.
since
Since Levon.
Levon broke his back. So that is also one thing to consider. Like, yes, Devon's the heavy favorite, but he's not in super heavyweight shape, I guess. Like, he hasn't been doing it in a while.
The thing about Devon is that he's the clear number two. I don't know. A lot of people want to argue he's not, but he is. No one has beaten him besides Levon. No one.
Gennady.
Besides Gennady. And after he beats Gennady, if he beats him, like, everyone's like, Vitali's going to kill him. But if he comes in at like 290, 300 and runs through Gennady, I'd be scared for Vitali. So we'll see where it goes. Is Devon, if Devon destroys Gennady, and then if he destroys Vitali, then does he go against like Ermey's Michael Todd? And then if he beats everyone, it's just Levon again.
Well, I don't even know if Vitali deserves the match.
Vitali
Vitali hasn't won anything, really. He lost to Hermes. He hasn't won any big matches. He lost to Dave Chafee. Dave Chaffee's not even top 10.
And then
I know people freak out and love to fantasize about how amazing Vitali is and how amazing his frame is. And I agree, he's an amazing arm wrestler. But he hasn't proven anything.
He beat
people need
hookers.
To stop this.
He beat 2 hookers.
Yeah, and those guys weren't even in the top 10.
Well, Morozov was, I think.
Oh, he did beat him right.
He beat Morozov right, and then he beat.
But Morozov has fallen off so heavily on the right arm.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything recently.
But Vitali is like, I agree that he has a lot of potential, but I do want to see him prove it first. Like, I want to see him go against the top 5 guy right hand.
But I see so many comments. Oh, Devon's running away from. What has Vitali done recently to deserve this match?
Yeah, he had nothing.
Devon beat Hermes, and he beat a bunch of the top 5 guys, and then he's number 2 in the world, and that's why he deserved 2 matches against Levon. So I don't know why all these comments are saying he's ducking him. That is ridiculous. Vitali doesn't even deserve the match. If Devon wins, the only person who deserves a match with him is Levon again. And I don't know if Devon wants to do it that soon. But there is the Michael Hermes thing that's going on, and whoever wins that is going to shake up what's going to be happening in the next few months.
Yeah, and then based on that, we'll just see where it goes. There's a lot of different things that could happen. Like, let's say Michael Todd wins, that means it's Michael versus Levon. If Hermes wins, it might be Hermes versus Vitali and then Hermes versus Levon. There's a lot of different ways that this can go.
Hermes isn't going. If Hermes wins, he's not going against Levon.
He said he wants more time.
If Michael wins, he's going against Levon. If Hermes wins, I think he's going against Vitali.
Yeah, I think that's what's been said.
Something like that. And then Devon, if he beats Gennady, that shows he's back in the top 5, and probably 2.
And it looks like he's going after the left-hand number 1, which I think Devon can get top 5 lefty, like really not too hard, but number 1, that's going to be tough.
Well, in another video that we've posted earlier, the match was announced. Lefty, Artem Morozov versus Devon Larratt for the number 1 spot, right? Because Artem has the number 1 spot.
Well, that's if Artem beats Vitali in this next one. Because East versus 16, it's Morozov, Vitali for the number 1. And then after that, Devon would be like top 3 if he beat him either way.
I do think at some point in the next year or two, we do need to see Vitali versus Devon both arms. Because I don't even know if they've ever pulled.
I don't think so.
So I would like to see that happen both arms.
I want to see a lot of matches. I think a lot of North American matches are getting overlooked. I want to see Devon against even Todd Hutchings or something. Yeah,
I want to see him against Jerry.
I want to see him against Jerry. I want to see him against Michael. Like, all those matches are kind of... I want to see Michael versus Jerry. I want that rematch so bad.
Oh, that would be amazing. And with good rules, though. The King of the Table rules aren't great. East versus West rules, like more stringent rules, I think would be good. Because that WAL match, the last one that happened, how that ended was atrocious. One of the worst things that I think has ever happened in the arm wrestling world. It really was.
I haven't seen that in a while.
At the end, it was like call the foul and a restart, and then Michael started yelling at everyone, and then they went and replaying like, okay, Michael won. The most infuriating thing ever. He didn't even win on the table. It was unbelievable.
But anyways, Devon versus Gennady. I think Devon's the favorite. I think it might be a war. I'm looking forward to where arm wrestling is going. A lot of cool stuff coming up. We're trying to make a lot of good content. We're trying to change things up, spice things up, editing, thumbnails. Thank you, David Lade, for helping us make good thumbnails and teaching us how to do it. Peace out.
Natty Bros out.